Welcome to Near Falls with D. He's talking on bars and how they win it all. Yeah, it's just Near Falls with D. The final takedown, the glory or the fall. So loosen up, step on in, wrestle with the need to win. We're talking Near Falls with D. Ready or not, he's here to brawl.
What's going on, wrestling fans? Welcome into another edition of Near Falls with D Hall, a wrestling podcast. Today, so excited. This is the best time of year. My favorite project of the year, the 24-25 WPIAL Coaches Preview. So excited to bring this to you guys. I have a bunch of different coaches coming on from across the WPIAL. They're going to come on, talk about their schedule, expectations, up-and-comers, their leaders, their seniors, all that type of stuff. You guys know the drill. This is year 3 or 4 of me doing it. So pumped up to bring it to you guys. I really hope you enjoy it, and just hope you enjoy listening to these guys talk like I did. It was always a blast for me, and this year was no different. So without further ado, welcome in to the WPIAL Coaches Preview.
Welcome to the Near Falls WPIAL Show, where D.R. and Kaz are gonna tell you all the things you wanna know. Whether it's Trinity or Spencer Lee or Mr. Kurt Angle, just ask Vinny, WPIAL, yeah, Ken and Mac for sure. They got the interviews to soothe your soul, because it's Near Falls in the WPIAL.
Okay, joining me now on the call, I have head coach of Derry Area High School, Mr. Troy Dolan. How are you, sir?
Good. Thank you for having me. How's it going?
Doing really good indeed. Thanks for taking a little time out, sneaking this in with me, my friend. I really appreciate it, man. I'm excited about the Derry Trojans this year. You guys got a heck of a squad returning. We're going to dive right into it. But first things first, give me alumni update. Who's doing big things post-high school?
Right now we have Christian Hyrack, who was one of the first guys I got the coach who placed. He's at Seton Hill competing right now. We have Dylan Clem. He's over at St. Vincent competing. We have, I'm trying to think, a couple other guys as well. Barkley's over at St. Vincent right now competing. Nathan Barkley did well for us last year. So it's fun to see these guys go on and compete a little bit after the fact. Xander Nuttall's also at St. Vincent right now. St. Vincent and Seton Hill have been a great place for our guys to go. And then some of the older alumni, you have Mickey Philippi right now coaching at Brown. So that's great to see. A lot of great wrestlers at Derry.
Yeah, you guys definitely have a great history, and it's got to be cool for you guys. I know Derry is not too far from the Seton Hill and the St. Vincent's of the world. It's got to be cool to be able to go and see them at some of the home matches.
Yeah, it's great, have some good quality college wrestling right nearby, and, to have these guys get to see it and then know if they work hard, that's a place that, they can get to.
Absolutely. All right, well, give me your off-season program, man. Are you guys running the club out there? You got where you send your kids, or do you have, a couple days a week you're rolling on the mats with them? What's it look like out there in Derry?
So this offseason, we did morning lifts with the high school all through the offseason, which was great this year. And then club-wise, I do a club near the school. So that's about 3 to 4 nights a week. A lot of the guys go to that. We have some other guys who go to All-American Wrestling Club that do really well there. We have 1 or 2 guys who go to Orchard Wrestling Club who do really well. So we kind of have a good mix of going to a lot of the clubs in the area.
Where's Orchard Wrestling Club? I'm not familiar with that one.
That's a little bit further. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. It's where the deputies and all those guys wrestle.
Okay.
Dylan Bateman wrestles up there. Who's one of our freshmen coming in who's really tough. So you get some good partners up that way.
Nice.
And he'll come to our club too. But, a lot of these guys, they do school stuff and a lot of extra stuff, whether it's with me or with some other the coaches in the area.
And is that something like you're completely good with? Go and get as many eyes and many feels as possible?
Yeah, I think it's important to establish, kind of like a home-based club, whether that's ours or somewhere else. I don't think you want to hop to, 10 different clubs throughout the week. But, as long as they're putting some extra work in and not looking exhausted at school practice, I'm all for it.
Cool. Love that. Okay, well, let's dive into this team. Who are some of, maybe like a freshman or a newcomer that, when you might look at and say, hey, man, this dude's got a chance to make some noise at the end of the season?
Yeah, I think, one of the first ones we talked about is new to the lineup is Bateman this year. He's going to be very tough. He's going to start off at 27 and then probably work his way down a little bit. All of our freshmen are going to be pretty solid, be pretty important parts of the lineup. Starting at 7, you have Rocco DiCario, strong junior high wrestler, going to come in, I think, make a big impact. And then we'll have Matthew Furnell around the 14-21 spot as well. So we're going to start off kind of 3 freshmen right in a row that really need to, step it up this year. And I think they're all very capable of doing so.
Love that. Other side of the coin, seniors, leaders, what's that look like?
So I think, 3 of the big names coming back this year, you got Anthony Mucci, you got Brady Brown, and you got Mason Horwat. Mason took 6th last year. Brady and Mucci were right in the mix. And those are 3 guys that you saw competing all off season, freestyle season, doing camps, doing the extra work, the lifts. So I think, you're going to expect a lot out of them. But then also you have guys like Brett Clem, Giovanni Beatrice, who are seniors, and they're also putting some work in. They've had, good success. And, they got one more shot to do it. So I can see they're pushing a little harder this year.
I mean, obviously the 3 that you highlighted off the top, and you mentioned a bunch more there. How are you pushing those guys to reach the next level? I mean, man, they bursted on the scene last year. A couple, Brady Brown, tough freshman, just watched him at the Southmoreland Classic, just put it on some dudes that were, grown men. It was so impressive, man. Like, how do you keep them to find the next level, I guess?
Well, we're fortunate. These guys, they have a high ceiling for the amount they'll push. So this year, especially, Mason and Brady, they were both on the PA national team for freestyle. They both did Fargo. Anthony Mucci went to the NHSCAs in Virginia and made it to the finals there. So you can just kind of see these guys, the level of competition they're doing in the off season now. And just even the level of the work and the focus they're putting in, they're maturing, just working harder. So it's fun to see, and it's impressive.
Yeah, no doubt. Good stuff. Okay, how about coaching staff? Who's helping you out this year? And you rolling around with the kids. What's that look like?
Yeah, so right now we got myself and then BJ McKeska, who's the assistant coach. He's been with me the last couple years, or ever since I've been at Derry. We've been working together. In addition, last year we got Bubba Mazzoni, wrestled for UPJ and a Derry alum as well. So all 3 of us will roll with the guys. BJ's a little hurt right now, but he'll normally wrestle with the 170, 180 pounders around there. Bubba will grab the middle weights, and I'll kind of grab the lighter guys. So it's a nice little fit. And then we have Coach Greg Rager, who's helping out with the strength and conditioning program as well. So he'll lift with the guys in the weight room, get them going, and we'll all kind of wrestle in the wrestling room side of things.
So do you keep strength training, weightlifting throughout your whole season?
Yeah, last year, we implemented it throughout the season, but it wasn't as structured as we would have liked. So this year we brought someone with a little more knowledge, can kind of, make sure the guys are peaking when we want, tapering down when we want, put a little bit more, emphasis on it, I think.
I like that. Cool. Okay, talk to me about your schedule, man. How are you preparing these guys for the end of the season?
So right off the season, we come in pretty hard with Babbitt duels. I think we have like 5 or 6 matches there, and then right into Latrobe, which is, going to be a tough dual meet for us. So then we get a little bit of time to train, and then this year we added Powerade, which was kind of like we've been talking about it for the last couple of years. When was going to be the right time to add it? We finally felt like this year was the year to go ahead and make the leap. So that's going to be a big one for these guys to kind of get a real tester in about the midway point of the season. So that and the Ultimate Warrior, I think this year are kind of like our big testers. Throw in counties as well, which is never an easy one. So I think they're a pretty tough schedule. Not a ton of dual meets, but I think the tournaments and stuff we do have, they're gonna test the guys and really see where they're at this year, and that's kind of the goal.
Give me your thoughts on the rule changes. Obviously, we're going from 2-point takedowns, 3-point takedowns. The near fall points are changing, and out of bounds rules are changing. Just give me your overall thoughts.
Yeah, not opposed to it or anything. I think, still the guys who are good are going to figure out a way to win. The scoring is a little more exciting. I think, I noticed in the offseason, some of our guys, you give up 2 takedowns and you look up, oh, no, you're down by, 6-7 points quickly. But, just learning you can get those points back quickly as well. So it's kind of just like not letting things snowball. When you can capitalize on some points, you can really, really rack them up. So it's fun to see. I think most of our guys are adapting nicely to it. So, not too big of a change, but obviously, if you can get some takedown and backs and get up 7-0, that's huge.
Yeah, I talked to the South Park coach, I believe, and they wrestled at Valley. I want to say the first was it last weekend or whatever. And he said that just really, really quick text, just because, like you said, 2 takedowns and a couple sets of back, and the match is over. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, give me room games. What's it look like at Derry? You let them play some dodgeball, kickball, or any of that?
I don't. Now, preseason, we played soccer. We do a stadium workout, then play soccer, do a stadium workout, play football, stadium workout, ultimate frisbee. But I just don't want to have to be telling any parents, like, hey, your kid's not going to make it to counties because he rolled his ankle playing dodgeball today. I'm too nervous about it. Now, some of the club coaches will let the guys do it, but to me, I'm just like, I can't. I don't want to be the one to get you hurt.
I hear you. Well, now let me ask you this: when you did do the preseason, did you get in there with them boys? Play some soccer, play some football. Come on, coach.
I'll wrestle live. I'll do drilling, all that stuff. But anytime we play a game, the next day something's hurting that shouldn't be hurting. I let them have fun. I do some reffing for the most part.
Smart. You know where your spots are at. I like that, coach. That's good stuff. Okay, social medias. How can we follow your squad this year?
I know Derry has on Twitter right now to follow all our match scores. Everything gets uploaded to there. So if you follow it on X or Twitter, whatever they call it now, that would be great. And that's where you can kind of keep up to date with everything, or the school's website, always, the Derry Athletics.
Okay. Anything or anyone you want to shout out before I leave you go, my friend?
No, thanks for having us. Thanks to all the guys for all the hard work this year. Thanks to all Derry's coaching and all the staff and everything to, help make this program what it is so far, and hopefully we can keep pushing it here.
Love that. Good luck this season, coach, and we'll see you out there.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
All right, coach.
Bye.